Sorry for the tardiness. I'm a star. I could just be late. Practicing. All right, cocksuckers. Gather on in. We got people to talk about. So fun. They do it to us. They're doing it right now in your family group chat. The one you're not in. Don't ask me how I know. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. I am your host, Mother Gotti, Dimey D, Jesus Jr. Hey, Motro, whatever you call me. I just came to the conclusion that a lot of people just aren't gonna like me, so I'm just gonna do this show the most honest way I can, and go fuck yourself. So today's show is going to start off. Let me I should have opened my browser already. It's gonna really start off with the JT and Cardi beef that popped up on Twitter yesterday, and then it's gonna go into a very brief album review with no bias because I genuinely don't like anyone. So that gives me this unbiased objective where everyone starts in a deficit and then you have to impress me. Okay. All right. That's the name of the game. You want my record, my money for your record? Impress me. All right. So yesterday, let's start. You know what? We're gonna start even before then because we got a Tasha K episode yesterday, right? Not saying that this lady has the most validity, and after lawsuit after lawsuit, you would think that she would pull back a little, but okay. Alas, we're here. Let's start with the Tasha. Hey, Sophie, and hey, Scotty. Let's start with Tasha K. Let me give y'all a double screen. So this is, to this day, I still don't know who the hell he's supposed to be, but I just know the name. Chris Blake Griffith. This is the guy that we were hearing. This is where the rumors started. The Stefan Diggs be digging boys out rumors. It starts here. This was a friend of his, and he alleged that he tried to drug him and, take advantage of him. He sat down with Tasha K this week, and this is what he said.
It wasn't the sexual past that frustrated me the most. What made me most frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down. But it's that power complex of wanting what you want when you want it, feeling like you own the things that you pay.
Him, I guess, allegedly making a pass at you.
Right.
Like, how did that go?
We used to do dumb things like when we went to the strip club, we would take the jelly beans, swap the bag out. We put them in the Skittles. He's offering me candy. I'm really thinking it's on something like, man, you trying to play with me? No, I don't want to do that. Because we've done it before. And now it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, give me a piece. So he gives me a piece of the candy. And what happened to me after that was not what would have occurred if I ate Hershey's. I'll tell you that.
What do you think it was?
I mean, from the side effects of what I felt, I would say maybe in the realm of like ecstasy infused.
So you were aroused?
I was definitely sexually stimulated in ways that I had never been sexually stimulated before. My skin was sensitive to the touch. My eyes are blue. My pupils were so big, my eyes looked black. And I really couldn't explain why I felt that way. My sex drive was through the roof.
So you sucked his dick.
I'm trying to really pinpoint.
Don't leave that out.
What did I do?
Suck
Shortly
dick.
thereafter, we ended up in the car. 2-seater Porsche, just us. And I said it to say it's not a lot of space. He talking to me about all the girls that he got in the house. Now, mind you, I was just at the house earlier, so it is a boatload of girls at the house. It's Spanish.
But he only left with you.
He left with me. But at the house, it might be 20 girls.
And you said they were all Spanish?
Spanish girls that barely even spoke English. I don't know if you're shipping them in, shipping them out. I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know. So he pulls his thing out and just starts doing his thing. And as he's doing his thing,
you caught it.
I'm like, yo, bro, settle down. Like, what the fuck? You that horny? Like, you can't get yourself together till you get in the house. And as he's touching on himself and feeling on himself and like talking through what he's about to do when he walk in the house and how pretty much basically saying how horny and sexually stimulated he is in like street lingo. Pulls his man out, starts to play with himself. And I'm telling him, yo, bro, keep your composure. I'm trying to laugh it off because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you put that up? Like, what are you doing? And he reach over to me like, man, come on. And he got his thing in his hand. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And he trying to like laugh and I put that shit up. And he put it up. We get out the car. As we're walking, and it's very uncomfortable to talk about. As we're walking toward the door, he put his arm around me and he said, man, come to my room. And he put his, put his tongue in my ear, like doing some weird shit. Walk into the house, spiral staircase leads directly to his bedroom. He goes up the staircase. I make a right. It's a very long hallway. I speed walk down this hallway, damn near run down this hallway, but not like I'm running for my life. I'm trying to keep things low. I go to the bathroom. I'm trying to process my way out. How the fuck do I get out of here? Clearly, this is an overstepping boundary. I've never seen him in this light before, but I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, man, you just gonna have to go out here and
suck some dick.
Fight your way out if you have to.
Okay. I live long enough to know a liar when I see one. Not saying that the whole story is fabricated, but he left out the part where he sucked some dick. I mean, he's smiling through it all. I don't know any man that would have a homeboy just turn on them sexually and tell the story with a smile the whole time. All right. We know body language. You know that some smiles are nervous, but that looked like you ever got the sex flashback chill? That looked like a sex flashback chill. But anyway, nonetheless, so we got our hands on that interview yesterday, not saying that we believe it or not, but it was enough, just enough for JT to find a window of opportunity to retaliate. So we know on the album, there is 2 diss tracks, one towards Bia, that one is called Pretty and Petty, and one towards, I'd say, JT and Uzi. I forget the name because we're going to get into my album review in a second. So on that JT and Uzi diss, ironically, the diss is JT having a gay boyfriend. Baby, you know Dominicans don't care. But anyway, JT took this as an opportunity to clap back. She adds, what's the boy's name again? Stefan's team. She adds the Patriots. She adds CNN, Cardi B, Donald Trump, Chart Data, Atlantic Records, Payola, and Mexico. Mexico had me gagging, right? And you guys, I don't know if you know that Snapchat pays significantly more for views than any other social media. So then she went to her Snapchat and she let us have all of the tea. Okay, it's going to be a lot of scrolling. I don't have a budget yet. You guys know that. Let me go over to some save JT snaps. And then I'm going to tell you who jumped in.
Phone. I bet it ain't no nobody got your news in they motherfucking phone. I bet it ain't no glass object up my pussy.
My pussy.
I bet it ain't a room full of niggas and bitches. Stripper. Get your crazy ass on, fucking stripper. Talk about somebody fucking news. Woo!
Okay.
Got your news and they.
Thank you, Shy Thug. The disc for JT and Uzi's called Magnet. So that was one video she released calling Cardi a stripper because somewhere Cardi made fun of her having possible nudes, which is every insult that Cardi used against JT. They were literally having a bad decision off. Every insult that Cardi used against JT can use against Cardi tenfold. So now, what's this?
Good ass bitch.
Oh my God. This was one of my favorite clapbacks from JT. Now, disclaimer. I don't care for anyone. Y'all know I hate Nicki. I could use the word hate. Hate is not a strong word. It's a very applicable word. I hate Nicki. I don't care for Cardi. I don't care for Caresha. I don't care for Sloppy Santana. I'm putting him in the girl category. I'm confused. He has a beard, but wears makeup. Don't know what it identifies with, but I identify with not liking it. JT, nasty, pretty girl. So it's not like, hey, I'm 5 years old. I like this artist, so I pick up their enemies. All you bitches are underwhelming, except for Nicki. I just don't like her as a human. Now, JT got hold of, I want to say, Cardi's scrapbook for how she practices, how she reads her lyrics off the teleprompter, and it went like this.
Bitch, bring the baby ass bitch, run away, dirty foot ass bitch, backdooring ass bitch, hit on your friend ass bitch, see her going through it. You see her going through it in life.
Use your fingers, baby.
On blast on social media ass bitch. You a hating ass bitch. Ungrateful ass bitch.
That's how.
Bitch, bring the baby ass bitch, run away.
Run away. That's how the entire album sounds to me. But there are some songs that I can't stomach. We'll get to that in a second. So JT posts that to make fun of, what some of us that aren't in a trance says. It's a lot. You know what my problem is, and I will get back to this is rap is mastering English and having the ability to do wordplay. What makes what made past tense, because I don't know what's going on now, what made rap such a captivating music genre is taking a language that we use every day and manipulating that language in ways and pairing words together that is literally poetry on music. You thought you knew how to use the word there, and there's 3 there's, and you got double entendres and metaphors and similes. And anyone who sounds like English be kicking their ass. It really, there's not much room for you to wow me per se, because you already, you ain't mastered the language mastered you. So, and that's me. I'm fighting to be nice. Anyway, more of the cat fights. Cardi got wind of JT retaliating, and she did her own retaliation. She had some text messages. We don't know how she got them. Let's see what she got her paws on. Hold on. I hate when this happens. Oh. Well, out of order. I see another JT video.
Okay, y'all. I'm busy, but I gotta say one thing. This rat ass bitch, right? This bitch supposed to be a motherfucking brim, and she threatening to snitch on some motherfucking body because she don't have anything to say about a bitch. That hoe is a loser. Wait, no, I got 2 things to say. So then she said, I'm gonna tell everybody nation what you said, what he said. No, not just that. The bitch trying to spread fake tea about abortions when she stood her illiterate ass in front of millions of people and said she stand for pro-choice. Drops bomb. I can't take the dumb bitch serious. I can't take and bitch, show me typing those motherfucking messages, or I'm calling the police on your ass for defamation of character, bitch, because I'm sick of it, ho. And I will be back. And I'm never getting off your ass. Okay, y'all.
I was left ungagged by that one, just because it started getting weird. And let me show you the text message she's referring to. And a lot of the tweeters had this standpoint that pro-choice is when you choose to not keep the baby, not when your boyfriend threatens you. It's a whole mess. I don't know these people. I just like to talk about people. So let's see the text message that Cardi got her hands on, and we don't know how or why, but hold on. And I hope I find it. Sometimes I got so much fucking Jimmy Kimmel, I can't find none of my tweets. Hold on.
Bitch, run away.
That's not it. Jesus Christ. Ugh, embarrassing. But anyway, I be lying, but not to y'all. Basically, she had text messages of JT and Uzi speaking to each other, and they're arguing about something, and Uzi tells her, you acting like that because you're pregnant. I didn't really see the part where he told her to get rid of a baby, but we knew that from the text message she was pregnant because Uzi brought it up. And who cares, right? Whatever. She had another meet and greet yesterday, and I find Cardi to be so reactionary. So Cardi is doing a meet and greet while checking her phone and doing both at the same time. We get this video. Hold on a second. I need some kind of budget because I need my videos to swoop in.
I'm busy. And I got nasty for days.
Like
Nasty.
signing people's albums.
I even got ashy news. I got you bitches ashy ass nudes too. Bitches thought I was finished last year. Bitches thought I was finished last year. That's what it is. Thought I was finished last year. That's what that's what happens. Fuck out of here. Ooh, Walmart is big. You know, there's not Walmarts in New York, so I'm not really like, damn, Walmart is big. Oh my God, they got everything. This is amazing. I might put out this track today.
It ain't gonna be good.
Run that, rush that, rush that, rush that bonus track.
All right, guys. So I had enough. I'm just gonna give a real. Nobody cares. Cardi can't rap. I never felt. I just don't want y'all arguing with me. This is a joke that went too far. We always root for the underdog, so I understand the admiration of seeing someone that was denied by DJ Self coming back from the ashes like a phoenix and soaring and breaking all these records. I literally, it hit me. I was scrolling Twitter and I seen a clip of Foxy Brown doing a freestyle of y'all too young for this. I don't know. Some people might get it. I seen Foxy Brown doing a freestyle to you can meet me at the hot spot. I Fox, I Pops at the bar, y'all. And it was just, I'm not even paying attention. I'm just like, that sounds good. Not this nostalgic reason. You better shut up. You wasn't even alive. Gotti always jumping in. Because the words flew. The words paired well. It was believable. It didn't sound like reading off a teleprompter. It didn't sound like, hey, I'm reading off a paper somebody else. Even if, because there's a lot of rumors that Jay-Z wrote some of Foxy lyrics. And to this day, I'm not definitively gun-ho on a standpoint like, I know she did. I don't know. I just know that it was mastered to a point where I'm in the state of, hey, I wouldn't put money on it. I don't know. That's why I'm in a space of torment where I can never be impressed, because to hear the rap delivery that I grew up on and to let's go into the review. So the girl, Cardi, her album has about 20 something songs on it, right? I did the free trial of Apple Music. I'm going to delete it soon as the day before it's over. I don't have $9.99 for nobody, okay? But I want to be able to know what I'm talking about. And I want to be a fun hater, not a hater just to hate, but we got to have some facts, right? So the album has 23 songs. 21 are new-ish. The last two is Up and WAP. I don't know why artists do that. I think they just want the money. We're just going to let it slide. She's not the only person that does that, so I'm not going to hold it against her. For the most part, it sucked. For you to go into it listening and them not saying who the artist is, not having an emotional attachment, seeing her from Love and Hip Hop, falling in love with the story, knowing her personality that people find to be electric and likable, to just listen to the music as art. Somebody doodled on a wall with Crayola. That's as much as the art goes, okay? There was songs that I did enjoy. Bodega Baddie. I think that because English is not her first language, she sounds more comfortable on something that comes from her heritage. Bodega Baddie, why do I keep on saying flew for me? Flowed. That's the word I'm trying to say. Like, come on now. You're talking like Cardi. Be nice. My brain is evil. I just try to. Bodega Baddie flowed for me. Now, as a Hispanic woman and a black, and you keep on saying you black, I don't know where you get it from. I saw your parents. For a Hispanic woman and a majority black arena, pull your people in. You could have got Fat Jose. I hate his guts. You could have got Tego. I don't know why I keep on saying Tego Calderon. That nigga. Bad Bunny with the bad knees. Go grab somebody that sounds like you. We need a Spanish conglomerate. But no, you went and grabbed Lizzo. Forever 21 music. When you're going through the sales rack, when you used to, because the store was gone because we don't need it. That song sucked. It was a waste of an Alanis Morissette sample. Who's Alanis Morissette? You're not cultured. You're a nigger. Don't even worry about it. Safe. I hate the song. It sounds very gimmicky and cheesy. And this is no bias. I'm just not impressed. And who you feel safe with? The stranger boy you just got pregnant with? I hope it wasn't about him. I hope that song was written before you met him. Because let me heal you. Hold tight. Put on your seatbelt. Other than that, we got a couple of songs where it sounds like Offset is rapping. Let it go. Let it go. She started to sound like Takeoff for a second. Let it go. One song she sounded like Jeezy. What's that song? Every time. Put them on a remix so I can feel less weird about it. Okay. Outside was good. That's probably why they led with it. And then the other songs, you just could tell that, she hasn't mastered English. She does this thing that really, really annoys me. She stretches syllables to make her bars. If you know anything about rapping, you got to make bars, and each bar has a certain amount of. You know how we say the beat be whipping Caresha ass? She ain't the only one. She stretches words or she shortens words to make her bars, and it just sounds so terrible with that damn Ricky Martin accent on top of it. Girl, I hate it. But you know what? Congratulations. I just don't like anything. And I just and Skip, when I was listening to the album this morning, I'm like, this shit sucks. Skip, like, please just go in there and say what you like. Now, why would I do that? Because she holding down New York, we ain't got nobody. Come on, just be nice. Being nice and lying, I don't like doing neither one. I don't like being nice and I don't like lying. I told y'all what I liked, right? I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I'm gonna be a bitch because I'm being myself. I liked Outside. We heard that. That was the leading song. I like that one. I like. Oh, there's a love one. Shower Tears. Shower Tears was nice. She didn't sound like Offset on that one. Selena Gomez. Oh, she did get a Hispanic. She got the white one. Selena Gomez. Okay, white passing. Anyway. Yeah, and other than that, everything else just all sounded alike. It sounded like the lost member of the Migos, La Amiga. She's an amiga. It wasn't for me. Then, we know English isn't your thing. She sampled Janet Jackson's Pleasure Principles. You guys know that there's a principal, leader of the school, and there's principles, morals and scruples and things like that. One is spelled with an A and one is spelled with an E. Nobody at Atlantic Records has English as a first language. Y'all put the wrong principal, the one with the click-clack shoes with the Martin Luther Kings in town heels. Y'all didn't know it was that principal y'all put on here and not. Too much money's on the line for these frivolous mistakes. What's this bullshit? Is the album playing? Yeah. Okay, so I know somewhere, little bitch. You make your show and you be overly nice and see how many people come watch it. But that was unbiased. That's the best I could do. I know. Anyway, other shit going on in the world. So what we got through. Oh no, we forgot one little piece, right? So when the girls were beefing, right? Y'all know Javante Davis, the boxer. We call him Tank. Tank with a post and delete gave his little one. So he saw this. Tank saw this. He saw that, and he said, "I raise you this." Where is it? Chris, why you at it? Tell them niggas how you too fly wheezy out of here. You know, people that box ain't the smartest. We're gonna talk about Clarissa in a second. It's just I don't know. How we're gonna try to decipher what he meant. How you two fly wheezy out of here and Stefan moved to LA a year ago and all you niggas was fucking each other. Now, me as a straight man, I don't want no parts of that. I would have just sat on that. Nobody said my name. I won't say y'all because then I'm gonna say, Tank, how you know? How you know niggas was in LA all fucking each other and you went unfucked, unscathed. You gotta when that shit going on, if you really That's why your opponent, the white boy, what's his name? They all look alike. The YouTuber turned boxer. That's why he went and turned y'all little standoff y'all did yesterday into an AI kissing session because you don't know how to mind your business. I'll show that later. But anyway, Jake Paul. Look at my memory. There goes my African American. But anyway, so that's what's going on. Let's I don't like to give white people their things too much, but when you start denouncing your ancestors and let the world know, and you have a platform and people are looking for you to not. I love Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow is a humanitarian. He doesn't pick his white privilege to, ruin the world like the rest of them. He always, I seen a clip of him about 2 weeks ago, going to a special needs prom, walking them down and doing, it's just a class act for a white person, right? Tim Tebow gave us some stats. He said, people talk all the time. You don't listen to them. I'm Tim Tebow. I'm white baby Jesus. Diamond's the black one. Maybe y'all listen to me. Let me tell you who y'all need to be scared of. Y'all want ICE. Y'all want to get rid of immigrants. Y'all just don't like black people. You know who's the real threat to America? White men. And let me tell you why.
The number one offender type is biological fathers, but by far it is being done by middle-aged Caucasian men. Many, over half of them, college graduates. Many of them are educated, good jobs. This isn't just who we're thinking about. Like they're technical savvy, and I think that it is time that we call them out.
Go ahead,
like
Tim.
That we can't stand by and stand back. Like we have to stand up and say, not only are we not doing our job as men, it's actually the opposite. Instead of being defenders and protectors of our families, we're hurting and abusing.
I appreciate you, Tim Tebow, for taking your white privilege and letting us know that you guys are evil. And it's so crazy. I didn't even plan for it to segue. But do you know what white middle-aged man was outed yesterday for touching his family? The richest man in the world, Elon Musk, his father, Errol Musk, has been accused of sexually abusing 5 of his children and stepchildren since 1993. So that came out yesterday, and we're going back to a tweet in 1922. Sorry, going back to a tweet. Can you imagine if they had Twitter in 1922? Man, I don't even want to do the racial jokes right now, but little whips and chains. Anyway, 2022, we went back to a tweet, Twitter forgets nothing, of Elon Musk dropping a secret that we didn't know, but when you paired the past with the present, Elon said Errol, he hates his dad and vice versa, so he calls him Errol, not dad. Errol ran out of money in the 90s. My brother and I financially supported him and extended family in South Africa since then, on one condition, that he didn't do bad things. Now we know what the bad things are. Unfortunately, he did do the bad things. So, Tim Tebow, you ain't lied. That's what them people do. That's what your people do. But anyway, a plague to this earth, I tell you. All right, well, let's see what else is going on. I know you guys love LeBron. I'm about to say love-hate. There's no love. I have a I don't care hate relationship with LeBron, only because I'm an original Miami Heat fan. When I was into being a dyke and not being a lady and I was into sports, I was a real big Miami Heat fan. And when he did the decision, I'm going to South Beach, and he left, Cleveland, and it made everybody go, oh, all these bandwagoners, you guys were never, it was just a lot to deal with when you were a Heat fan before he came over and brought the bandwagoners. So it was just a lot, right? By defense, I just never liked him. Those days are over. I'm old. Don't care. But things do cross my desk about LeBron that the public doesn't get. Outside lovers and NDAs that bitches don't keep as NDAs. They just don't tweet it. But when they're in a space with you, they'll let you know who's having sex with LeBron. So all those years, y'all was saying LeBron was so faithful. I just never felt it because there were receipts floating around. This is LeBron sitting on the couch with Speedy and telling him, hey guys, so I know y'all think my relationship with Savannah is so picture perfect. Never thought that. No, we know about you, white lover. No, it's not. Let me tell you about this relationship. So this is what LeBron had to say about his relationship, his marriage with Savannah, rather. Let's see.
Savannah, your wife, you guys have been locked in seemingly forever at this point. What would you say is like the secret to like having wifey, you know, holding it down, you holding her down?
Money.
You're like the only, it's like a picture perfect, it seems.
But it's not, man, sweetie. I'm gonna be honest. A relationship is never picture perfect. But if you're able to work through, if you're okay with working through the hardships and the adverse moments, then it will make it all worth it, man. Like, we've been together since high school, so shit ain't gonna always be a bed of roses, man. In any relationship, you know, let alone someone that you're living with for over 20 years. So, you know, I think communication is number one.
Money's number one and a half.
Being honest is number two. Number three is just like, you have to be okay with being uncomfortable in relationships sometimes, man. You can't always have it your way. You can't always think that, you know, my way or the highway. It's never going to work that way. You know.
You hear that, Skip?
The saying "happy wife, happy life." That shit real, bro. But also, like, you know, shit, happy husband,
happy loving.
Yeah, there you go.
Made that up on the top, my boy.
Right, no, that's why you're not speedy, man. That was quick.
Yeah,
but for real, like, you know,
produce the album, bro.
There you go. But like, for real, like, it's not gonna be a bed of roses. And if you okay with going through, you know,
cheating,
going through the rain, can you stand the rain, champ? Can you stand?
It's so funny to hear men what they think trials and tribulations in a relationship is. He's trying to say it without saying it. And, you know, people that dribble balls ain't the brightest, right? Except for Kobe. He knew 5 languages. I end up appreciating him way too late. I don't want to talk about it. I still get emotional. But the rest of you dummies, the rain means nothing on bitches. If you can deal with me nothing on bitches, we can get through whatever, okay? I make enough money for you to turn the other cheek. But it's so funny. If you reverse the roles, the relationship is over. So men, especially men with money, are going to ask you to let them do whatever they want, and that's rain. But if you do it, you're dead. Okay. Anyway, there was more of LeBron on this couch. Let me see if he said anything else interesting. Okay, he talks about 3 of his most viral.
Get out the hell out of the way, and I'm about to go at him.
I want to throw 3 of my favorite LeBron like social media moments at you.
Okay, for sure.
Just like react to them and let me know maybe what was happening in actuality.
Okay, cool. Okay?
The first one, you sitting with 2 beautiful women, and you start off by saying, first of all, Happy International Women's Day.
Absolutely.
Is that actually what happened in real life? Because that is like the ultimate meme. Like, dudes use that when they slide in girls' DMs or like all type of shit.
No, it was just a moment. It is what it is. It is what it was. And I mean, to be completely honest, the 2 women, one is Jeannie Buss and Linda Rambis, 2 of the greatest people in sports. You know, and I went over there and I wasn't playing that night. Unfortunately, I was injured. And that's kind of like the first thing that came to my mind. It was it International Women's Day?
I believe it was.
I believe it was too.
First of all,
yeah.
Happy International.
Yeah, I believe it was. Oh, and then the conversation started. I guess it was a conversation breaker.
Yeah, like an icebreaker.
Like an icebreaker.
It was fucking hilarious.
It was an icebreaker.
Okay, 2. Ain't that our ball?
Oh, man.
Ain't that our ball?
Hey,
our ball.
Man.
That's our ball. That's our ball.
All right, they're getting too deep in the sports trenches for me. I just wanted to hear the first one about the 2 geriatric white people that he just called beautiful. All right. Anything else interesting happened? Yes, he talked about his relationship or no more relationship with Drake.
What's the status there? Is this someone you always have love for?
Always wish him the best. Obviously, different places right now. Currently, he's doing his thing. I'm doing mine. But it's always love for sure.
Absolutely.
That's it. Anyway, so that is the LeBron Speedy Claxton. Is it Claxton? Listen, I'm not here to give people names. I think Speedy Claxton is a retired basketball player, and I just mixed it up. Who cares? Y'all lucky I got a show today. All right. So there is a very beautiful Black young marriage running around social media. She's a new girl rapper, but not super new. If you're into, you know, underground rap, you guys know her. And I just thought it was so beautiful that her name is Mona Leo. They just call her Leo. I just know her as Leo. And I have seen many, many clips of her freestyle. She's actually good. She actually sounds like she knows the English language. Whatever. They opted to do their marriage live stream on Snapchat, and it ended up going so super viral, and it was so beautiful. And all I could think is, in a time where people are so influenced by social media and rappers, it was just a fresh breath of air to see Black love, because we're just seeing, hey, I don't split rent. Hey, I like threesomes because he likes three. Just, just Black degeneracy. And we need to get Black back to Black family units. And, shout out to her and her boyfriend, her husband, who's also a rapper, that shared that beautiful moment, because you guys are so easily influenced by the internet. Go get married. Okay. Stop the $200 date debates. All right. What else is going on? Sorry, we're going to have to do a smidget of politics because a lot happened since the last time we were here on Wednesday. Trump went to the UN and embarrassed himself with a notion that Tylenol creates autism in fetuses. Just, pulling shit out his ass. He went and the teleprompter broke, and he commenced to tell everybody that their leadership is shit and their countries are going to hell. And we also got some more footage from Epstein interviews. This one was from 2010. And this is just, a real look at what I got family and former friends that still fight to defend this man. Is just, do you know this guy was team tagging underage children with a pedophile rapist? Like, what? This is a video of Epstein answering some questions and avoiding the ones that are yes.
Ever had a personal relationship with Donald Trump?
What do you mean by personal relationships?
Have you socialized with him?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
Never seen an innocent person plead the 5th. It's just the proof just be right there. But you'll still have people that says that he's not racist, he's not a rapist. He is absolutely all those things. Allegedly, not alleged. The videos are right there. Also, we had a very weird weekend. They had a memorial for the dead guy. What's his name? Charlie. And his wife came out on stage, nothing short of a WWF Hell in a Cell match. Where is that shit? It happens. It was just creepy. But like I said about the internet, things don't go away. So this is Trump holding the dead guy's wife, consoling her in such a creepy manner. And then the internet finds out things, right? They find out that she is a former Miss America of a Trump ran pageant. And the puzzle pieces just get a little bit more concerning when you find out that things are closer in relations that then the news will let us know. So she already knew Trump prior to the boy dying. And, you could piece the rest together. None of these things be coincidence. And then let's just take a prediction. She's going to run for some kind of seat in politics, and she's going to be, showboating, and they're going to say, look at her strength. Yeah, she should be the next president. Baby, this was all planned. Trump has more to do with it than he'll let you know. But anyway, he's dying. He doesn't care. What else is going on? What is this? I would love to do more politics, but it's just all the same thing. Let's just make fun of Trump, right, guys? So, like with everything else, hey Jara, shout out to you. With everything else, this is a business move. Someone in his cabinet also sells pain relief. They're trying to make Tylenol the face of autism so that you deviate from keeping them rich and go over to the guy that's in his cabinet. I forget the guy's name. I just go down rabbit holes of conspiracy theories that aren't conspiracies. They're just government truths that you guys seem to ignore. All right. So, what else we got going on? Oh no, I'm not in my likes. Speaking of people that make fun of Trump, we all know that Jimmy. I always my brain have to stop it from saying Jimmy Fallon because he's the first Jimmy. Jimmy, what's the boy's name? The other Jimmy. Jimmy got back on air because everyone boycotted Disney. Jimmy Kimmel, and they lost approximately, they say, $3 billion. So he did his welcome back show yesterday. He invited Robert De Niro, and Robert De Niro absolutely hates Trump. He let us know during the first Trump administration. So he was brought on to cosplay a FCC chairman, and this is what he had to say.
It ain't free no more.
What? It's not free no more?
Yeah, we're charging by the word now.
You're charging by the word? How much are you charging?
It depends on what you want to say. Like, you want to say something nice about the president's beautiful, thick yellow hair, how he can do his makeup better than any broad. That's free.
Okay. All right. That seems reasonable.
Hello.
But if you want to do a joke like he's so fat he needs 2 seats on the Epstein jet, that's going to cost.
Okay.
Speech, it ain't free no more.
What? It's not free no more?
Yeah, we're charging by the word now.
You're charging by the word? How much are you charging?
It depends on what you want to say. Like, you want to say something nice about the president's beautiful, thick yellow hair, how he can do his makeup better than any broad. That's free.
Okay. All right. That seems reasonable.
But if you want to do a joke like he's so fat he needs 2 seats on the Epstein jet, that's going to cost.
Okay.
Speech, it ain't free no more.
What? It's not free no more?
Yeah, we're charging by the word now.
You're charging by the word? How much are you charging?
It depends on what you want to say. Like, you want to say something nice about the president's beautiful, thick yellow hair, how he can do his makeup better than any broad. That's free.
Okay. All right. That seems reasonable.
But if you want to do a joke like he's so fat he needs 2 seats on the Epstein jet, that's going to cost.
Not my fucking delivery person can't fucking find the damn building. And go ask me what color my fucking building is. You don't fucking think about the color of your building when you just driving in. But bitch, I don't. How much is Jeff paying y'all over there? That's why Jeff is paying y'all pennies. Y'all can't even find fucking buildings. Anyway, sorry. Messed up the whole damn memento. Yeah. That was Robert De Niro making fun of Trump. Girl, if you don't bring my fucking package. All right, guys, next topic. We actually had a very interesting day yesterday. When I say the girls were fighting, we got a snippet from Remy. I don't understand why Remy is still, throwing subs at Clarissa. Clarissa just dumb and happy as she want to be. But we got a snippet yesterday of Remy's song that is apparently shading Clarissa. Here's the snippet. Crash. I think my mind has a bias because I know that it's about Papoose. Maybe if it was about some fine shit, some rich shit. It's just like we talk about Papoose. We're talking about going back to prison over Papoose. Remy, this is why social media, I think, did more damage than good for artists, because when it was just like more of an exclusive thing, you either seen them in concert or you heard rumors, or, Michael Jackson used to go to the damn grocery store in a mask and we just didn't know anything about them. That kind of lore made them larger than life. When you sit down and read their tweets and see who they fighting over, it's just like, oh, you're a bum. Yeah, Remy, I'm not feeling it. I just, you were better off just running off in the sunset with your new uglier boyfriend and just not engaging, because every time you go back and forth, it's just, you can have that. Thank you, Trixie. If that was your standpoint, you can have that. You talking about going back to jail for a nigga that look like this. I'm so sorry. I know it's not all about looks, but looks mean a lot. With a boy. I know I got a picture of the boy in here because I was. You wanted to drop bars just now about shooting someone and possibly going back to jail for this. And I was supposed to feel that. I didn't. It went unfelt. So that was Remy's snippet about risking her freedom for a guy that looks like that. I want to know less about y'all. That's why y'all all got to run to podcasts now because nobody's jacking the music. All right. What else we got going on in the news? That Amazon driver really pissed me off. But anyway, I told y'all about 2 weeks ago that no one's talking about it, and I don't know why. But Metro Boomin is starting trial on a rape allegation case, right? I think it started. It started yesterday. The woman testified after realizing. What did it say? The woman testified today. She realized she needed to seek justice last year while high on the psychedelic plant. I'm not even going to try to say that and sound like Trump. I was in the courtroom and I have details for you. Let's see that this is Megan Cuniff. We learned about her during the pandemic. She was really big covering the Megan Tory trial. Now, I just find it strange that a white woman with a Dora the Explorer a wig only covers black music trials. I just don't get it. But anyway, she said while in the courtroom, she got some information. And this is what she left us with. A woman suing hip-hop producer Metro Boomin testified Tuesday in LA that he raped her in a hotel in 2016. And she realized she should sue him 8 years later while high on a psychedelic. This was a therapy session the lady had in Peru. She states, I recall being instructed from the medicine that okay, guys, I'm going to try to get through it. I was instructed from the medicine that this is the root of your issues for the past 10 years. This incident with the defendant, Vanessa Lemaistre, testified. This is the root of continual trauma and pain and suffering, and that I needed to address this and seek justice and contact lawyers. The defendant said that she didn't hallucinate, and she always known that she couldn't have consented to the sex with Metro, legal name Leland Tyler Wayne, after she took half a pill of a Xanax and Metro gave her liquor, and she completely was incapacitated. What else is there? I hope this isn't long because I'll get about it. Nope, there's not much longer. They asked her, did the plant inform you that you had been sexually assaulted by the defendant? Well, I called her the defendant by mistake. Did the plant inform you that you were sexually assaulted by the defendant? She said, no, it did not. That's just lawyers trying to be funny. The lady also said that she believes the 2017 song Rap Save Me, which Metro Boomin produced for 21 Savage and Offset, references the assault with the lines, she took a Xanny, yeah, then she fainted, yeah, I'm from the gutter, hey, ain't no changing. Wow. Lemaistre will continue to testify in the U.S. District Judge courtroom on Wednesday, which is today. So I'll have you guys updated for the next show, as the only plaintiff witness in a 4-day trial over a lawsuit filed in October 24. Okay, guys. That's what's going on right now with Metro Boomin. What else we got? I said this yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. I just find it very that Offset only does well paired with people. Offset had, the Migos, that was very successful. Individually, I don't think you guys are saying that the album is good. I'm not gonna be full hater. I'm gonna give y'all a little hate, but not full. Y'all saying the album is good, but it's not Migos level. Paired up with Cardi, that's when we seen him all the time. And I guess he understands that his strength is paired up with others. So now we had a live concert with Gunna the other day, and Ebro asked him from the audience, is it true that you're doing a collab album with Offset? And he said, yes, it is true. So I guess you guys could stay tuned for Offset Gunna collab. How fucking convenient. I'm not interested, but whatever. It's out of my age jurisdiction. Speaking of out of age jurisdiction, I just really find Shaquille O'Neal to be one old black, greasy, nasty, dirty old man that always conveniently finds himself around a barely legal young woman. This is Sophie Rain. She used to be a server and she turned to OnlyFans, I believe, in 2023, where she allegedly made $43 million that year. And last year, 2024, they said that she claims to have cleared $83 million. God damn it. This was her birthday earlier in the week. And look who conveniently just has the young tenderoni in his greasy, dry, knuckled, barbaric, ape-like hands. You guys remember the girl from Home Depot that posted the picture? It wasn't even sexy. She had on the orange apron, glasses, and just bunning. And she was just like, hey guys, just another day at Home Depot. And Shaq was like, find her and bring her to my lair. Like, just a greasy. I don't know how Shawnee ever did it. Like, oh God, for no amount of money. I'm just going to clock him. So there goes Shaq and Sophie on her 21st birthday. He's just so gross. That's Elon Musk's father. I was telling y'all about. They're accusing him of, sexual molestation with his own children and grandchildren. Let's see if there's any trial in order. The earliest accusation, no, it'll be up soon, and I'll give y'all more information. Jimmy Kimmel, I told y'all about 5 breaths ago, got reinstated because this is a capitalist country. So all the things that they say is wrong are no longer wrong once money's involved. Oh, we were losing money. No, did I say that it was wrong? No, we just needed money. So now that they lost $4 billion in stock, Disney no longer felt him to be a threat to the First Amendment. They reinstated him. So Trump said, oh, okay, now I want to sue y'all. I'm going to sue y'all. Donald Trump threatens to sue ABC again over their decision to bring back Jimmy Kimmel last night. The White House was told by ABC that the show was canceled. I think they're going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. Somebody get that retard off of Twitter. I'm so sick of him. If we could boycott stations, we can't boycott the president. Anyway, I'm just trying anything here. It's just so draining. What else happened? You know what else happened that I'm going to address? And I'm glad I got the information before I made a joke out of it. Let's see if I have it saved before I embarrass myself. I did. So you guys know I have a thing for judging the J Hud show tunnel. That's my thing. But something told me this is so awkward. There's going to be something behind it that I just know I don't want to make fun of. And good thing I pulled back because there was something behind it. I don't know if it's enough for me to not make fun, but I opted out. So this is Simon Cowell, the world-renowned host of many shows, American Idol being the biggest, walking down the J Hud tunnel. And I'm just going to show it to you, and I'm going to tell you what people said, and I'm going to tell you why I'm glad I didn't make fun of him with them. In the tunnel, he's walking down the JGT right now. When you get J Hud, you got to show him love. Simon and J Hud show. In the tunnel, he's walking down the AGT right now. Okay, so at first glance, I was going to say something along the lines of T-Rex or a seal at SeaWorld, sunbathing on a rock, waiting for a treat to be thrown. But good thing I pulled back. Well, not really, because I still told y'all what I was thinking, because I forgot that he had a near-death motorcycle accident in 2020, and he had major spinal cord nerve damage. And that circuit down your spine controls so many nerves. It's not just, oh, my spine is out of order. It's just my back. Your motory skills are off. Sometimes audio is affected. Many, many things. So someone was kind enough to say, hey, you guys don't learn. You guys continuously make fun of people's appearance or saying, hey, that person lost so much weight. What's wrong with them? And it'd be a bigger picture. I don't know if that's enough to have compassion for someone like Simon Cowell, but I was already mean enough for the show, so you will be spared. That is from and guess what? I remember it being 2 accidents. I'm not gonna lie. In 2020, he had one. And I remember vividly him having a sit down with some magazine and saying, hey, so yes, I almost died. But also, I'm not gonna stop driving motorcycles. I love them so, so much. And I remember another one happening. So, should I care? It's kind of hard. Would y'all stop playing this god awful that Cardi album? Ugh. Anyway, so if you guys have a heart, I really kind of don't, depending, especially not for no white man. If you want to know why he looked like T-Rex, in Jurassic Park, it's because of, I'm going to go ahead and say 2 motorcycle accidents, but one absolutely, I'm going to Google. That's what it's for. That's it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Yes, Simon Cowell has been involved in at least 2 significant bike accidents. The first in August of 2020, resulting in a broken back and spinal surgery. And the second, February 2022, when he broke his arm, suffered facial injury. I kind of don't. That's for God to take up. I don't feel bad. Because you knew the consequences and you went right back. So sorry. Next topic. That's what. Anyway, I fight with good and bad all day long. It's that damn Libra scale. Speaking of, welcome to the Libra show, guys. I know we wasted our time with the other 11 signs. The real show has commenced. The fall equinox fell on a weird day this year, so it started on the 22nd this year, but we don't acknowledge that. The real start date of Libra season is always going to be, in my mind, and that supersedes any calendar, September 23rd. So welcome to the show. I'm your host, and I got some stuff in store for you. Okay, anyway, let's see what else happened, and we're going to go over to the blogs because the blogs got a lot of mess, and I love a mess. I genuinely don't care about the Kayla girl, but that just reminded me that what's the boy? YoungBoy NBA has a very successful tour with the young delinquents right now. All the degenerates are going out in, humongous numbers to go support their guy. And I seen something really cute with him over the weekend. He went to go surprise some of his fans that were in the stands, and I just thought it was so cute. But he did have to cancel his Chicago tour date yesterday because Auntie did some research. He has beef with Dirk, young Dirk, and young Dirk runs to Chicago. So now that Dirk is locked up, it was projected that it was a bad idea because his fans might have retaliated. They were just projecting some, YN bloodshed, so they didn't allow it to happen. But this was a snippet I saw this week of him, when people sit in the stands. He went through one of the little holes and said hi to his fans, and I thought that was so cool. Oh my God, they love him. That's so cool. Anyway, what was I about to talk about? I know what I want to show y'all. A little video that went viral on Twitter the other day of a lady about to be robbed. But the saying fuck around and find out. It was a very inspirational video that I want to share. And then I'll give you the backstory of who this lady actually is, because I just found out this morning that she wasn't just a regular civilian. So this is a trigger warning because someone dies, but the person that dies actually went out their way. So I don't think there should be a trigger warning. I think everyone should gather around and learn a lesson. So this is a video of a guy attempting to rob a woman, telling her, "You're going to have to kill me." And she does exactly that. And it's just, a really good video.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. What? Hey, they took my $8 out here. I'm on I'll kill you. You gotta kill me.
You're gonna have to kill me. You hit him.
I'm sorry.
Nope, too late.
You got okay. Thank you, tell me for real.
Music to my ears.
Okay. Let's go right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Yo, baby. I know that's funny. Damn, I'm sorry. Call the police right now. I'm sorry, baby.
I'm sorry, baby. Men are so manipulative, even in their last moments.
Did I just say I'll kill you? Did I just say that? I'm sorry. I don't want to die, baby. Please. You call police. I just said somebody. Just told you I shoot your. Tried to rob me. Tried to help your dad. Call the police. He just tried to rob me. I'm sorry, baby. Call police. Now, you thought I was playing?
All right, y'all. I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, well, sorry you are. You're sorry and dead. So this guy, he actually ended up dying in the hospital. Not that I care, but the woman that you see putting in pain, she's actually a cop. So she's an off-duty cop. I just learned it this morning. She wasn't just really just a civilian. She was an off-duty cop, and he fucked around and found out. He literally, some things are just so poetic. He literally told the woman, you can hear in the audio, you're gonna have to kill me, and kill she did. So nobody cares. Is that very unchristian of me? Cool, because I'm not a Christian. I just know someone somewhere is like, but it's a life. And all right. I think we can go over to the blogs, get messy over there, and start wrapping this thing up. Let me see if there's anything else that I saved that stood out to me over the week. Yeah. So no one gave me an answer. We just know that Melissa Ford is no longer with the Joe Budden podcast. And that may be a blessing for her. I just, I don't watch it, but the clips are they're always just talking over each other, and they're male chauvinistic, and they're stupid for the most part. And she didn't seem stupid with them. So whatever. And they acquired a new gem. This is Mona, also known as Don't Call Me White Girl. So I'm going to show you two clips of Mona. One of her getting acclimated her first day, and another clip of her telling us how she fell out with Amber Rose. Where is the clip of her first day at work? One day, guys, I'll have a budget, and I promise you these pictures were just swarming. I think I passed it. I'm not gonna lie, I think I passed it. Or at least a little theme music while I get carpal tunnel and scroll. I don't see it. So anyway, y'all know she's a new member. Y'all figure it on your own. But here is a video that describes how she fell out with Amber Rose. Y'all know Amber is MAGA mama. So let's see what happened.
Republican slut bag whore. Yeah. Amber Rose. I used to care
I don't feel that way.
I used to really like her too.
I did too.
Damn, it was so disappointing.
Actually, we used to talk on the phone.
Shut the fuck up, Captain Simple bitch.
I never forget she tried to talk me, and remember she tried to talk me into becoming the host of this podcast. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
She tried to take your job. You talking about Cardi?
So wait, what happened though? What happened?
I think it's
she
just
got paid.
I think it's for pay.
Yeah,
to be honest, but
got to.
Yeah.
But that irritates me.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The thing about it is she did it on the back end of like this new claim of, oh, I'm mixed. And it's like, we don't do that.
Yeah.
And Americans have the one drop rule. The minority is the majority.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a parent that's a minority, that is your race.
Yep.
We do not wave flags of being mixed. And that has nothing to do with you being not proud of your white mother. That's just the American way.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's very frustrating. That whole thing is, I was so angry with her because it's like I publicly was cool with that. Even when she tried to ride my hotels and do the podcast with me, because I had no reason to do a podcast with her. Mm-hmm. She had every reason to do a podcast with me. I'm new, I'm popping and whatever. Mm-hmm. But and I was so nice about it. Well, no, let's just do everything. I was like, oh, you need to go back to Delilah's and suck God. Marriage to with the same God too.
What?
You know that.
She reached out recently.
We haven't talked at all. I feel like she cut all of us off. I feel like because we talked about her publicly, everybody was upset and everybody talked about her publicly.
Yeah.
And she never really responded to any of us. I don't think I ever tagged her because at a point I felt like a hater because it's money and she got kids. It's like, fuck it. You got word on the street, $4 million for that. Fuck it. I don't know. Maybe I would have did that for $4 million. I crack a lot of jokes, but it's like
for the 4-piece.
Phelps.
You would have took the 4-piece.
On some for real, I play a lot of games, right? I could never stand for no shit. I love being black. I enjoy it. Like, I feel lucky. I feel like I lucked up being black. I could have been anything, but I'm black. The whole "don't call me white girl" thing, it is a real thing. Don't call me no white girl. I don't think it's cute. You in 8th grade said y'all was Cherokee Indian. Have you met your pop-up yet? Ho, ho, ho.
Drive me
Are y'all
out the
Navajos? I never played that game.
That was
love.
definitely a thing too.
I never got a wet and wavy ponytail and lied and said it was because I got enemy affinity. You did that. That wasn't me.
And I have real Indian cousins, so I know what they look like.
I don't like this guy. Who's this guy?
They look like them. They look Native American.
What irritates me the most about it is that people will call me a colorist. People will accuse me of like that just for nothing else, because I'm like, if you call me a white bitch, I call you a black bitch. If I'm wrong for that, I don't know. I'm gonna press the button. Yes.
No, you ain't wrong for that.
I mean, Ash, no disrespect. It wouldn't matter because I'm 1,000 black, greasy thing. I mean, imagine how many times I've been calling a white bitch. Imagine how good I am at talking shit. That white dookie braids grew up in the ghetto. Imagine how good I am at doing that. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go there with you. And I what you're insecure about, right? I know what you feel about. Your brown skin, your neck is black. I know it bothers you. I'm gonna call you a black neck. That's what I'm gonna do. You talking shit about me, right? But a person, since I've done this, never before in my past life was I ever accused of being white or colorist. But since I've done this, yes, I've been accused of all of it. All of it, the full gamut. It's like, it's such a joke. Like, it really, really is. Especially when, for the most part, since I've done this, I've educated so many black people on black history. People don't even know what redlining is. Like, just don't know. Like, just don't know. Yeah. And it's like, it's irritating because
all right, we got the gist. I like the girl. So that's why she fell out with Amber Rose. Amber Rose went alongside MAGA, took the money, and denounced all her blackness. And was it even there? But anyway, never really cared for the girl, Amber Rose. Let's go over to the blogs. I feel like I keep on scrolling over one more thing I wanted to show y'all. Like, I'm seeing it, but I'm not grasping it. What is it? Something is holding my attention in these likes. It can't be that. I don't give a fuck. It can't be that. I know it. I don't feel like I hit it. No, I don't give a fuck about these. I think it's this. I think it's April, but we'll just go see her in the vlogs where they do it a little bit quicker. Yeah, we can get up out of here. Oh, I don't even care about these people. Real quick, I guess the kids know E. Kane and her hideous baby daddy. She got that baby daddy that's very, very ugly, and I do not play about ugly boys being love interest. Like, just let them phase out, Just like put them on the endangered species list. Don't let them procreate because we already got enough ugly people. Let the numbers die out. I do not like ugly men in relationships. They should die alone. But anyway, E. Kane got the ugly boy, and I think she's pregnant for his second baby. She kept on playing around and saying it was for this streamer, but it's ugly boy again. And they're going to end up really hurting each other because this is a video of him trashing the house. And for some reason, they both think it's funny. Well, let me see. I didn't press play before. We be making the wrong people, not we, because I'm old and I don't add to y'all numbers. I don't go on TikTok, but y'all be making the wrong people famous. This is the girl E. Kane that is social media popular, pregnant, God knows how many months, with a knife and mace, ready to fight her baby father of the second baby. And then they post it online and they laugh. So whatever. Not cool. Let's go over to Instagram because Tasha K is just going to end up getting sued again because she's just been so messy since yesterday. So we know about the interview with the boy, Chris Griffith, whatever his name is, and alleging all this gay stuff, right? Cool. She also pissed off Nikki Baby yesterday. Where is that Nikki Baby one? Oh, I got to do Caresha's ass in a second. That's what I forgot. I forgot to Let y'all know I got to do Caresha's ass, but she's just a dumb girl. She can't help herself. Where is the Nikki baby rumor? Here's my thing. Do they people make her take it down? Because where is it? I just saw it last night. I think I sent it to myself. Let me go look. And why would I send myself stuff? Only the food ones stay and I can't see. Anyway, y'all stressing me out. Get. All right. I can't find it. This is crazy. It was up here. Let me check my phone. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is ghetto. Until y'all make me rich and I have a budget, it's going to be ghetto for a while. But we're going to make shit happen. This is why. That don't make no sense to me. It's on the phone, but it's not on the desktop. Okay, whatever. You know what I forgot to say? And I don't care if y'all agree with me. Y'all don't agree on nothing. I feel like Cardi's whole new rollout is that pregnancy fetish. I don't know how to say the word. It's like macaculus. It's something that has maternal in the beginning. She is doing a whole pregnancy porn fetish fantasy rollout. The whole super pregnant with a see-through dress that shows the areolas, the whole bending over and twerking and the stomach is scratching the floor. I don't find that cute at all. I think I lived long enough to see when things are just like grotesque. And there's some things that, you know, in your 20s, you won't grasp because you just don't have the cognitive ability or the growth to see. But I really, really hate the debauchery while pregnant. Like, some people's going to say it's liberating. Some people's going to say, oh, it's a woman in her. But I'm going to say that, no, it's just really gross. Like, you are pregnant. You are someone's portal right now. You can stop shaking for 9 months. I just find it to be annoying. But anyway, everywhere you turn, the girl's nipples is out. She's bent over. Just look at a goddamn stupid pregnant mess. And I don't know why.
Kill the field, and I'm going to
just wants us to just imagine her pregnant and having sex every second. She's telling us, Tasha K posted it. No, somebody else posted it. That September is her month to fuck, because after September, she has to go be an artist and she wants it so bad.
So for these couple of days, let me get as much as I can. Because ain't gonna be no more for me after I put them work boots on. September is me and my season. Kill the field, and I'm gonna kill the motherfucking music game. We on that. And when I say I'm on that, sometimes
I'm just so annoyed with the rollout. You gotta like her as a person to really care for this rollout. I'm just not into it. So sorry. Shut up, Gotti. Gotti doesn't like the beeping. It hurts his ears. I really wanted to show y'all why Tasha K is going to get sued again, because I don't think she even comes with facts. She just wants to be, viewed and just deal with the lawsuit after. There is a post, very recent, I don't know why it's not coming up, where she lets us know that Nikki Baby went back to Giello. I never know how y'all say that boy name. The big brawler brand son. You know, the swerve, bend the corner, whoa. You know how he left the girl, Nikki Baby, when she was pregnant, and then got another girl pregnant and married her for 4 days. And now that girl's pregnant, but I think they're getting divorced. She went and made a post. Here we go. I just couldn't see it.
Messy. So you remember Nikki Baby? By the way, Taylor used to fuck Stephon Diggs. Remember Nikki Baby? Nikki Baby had 2 kids with G-Lo. G-Lo's younger than her. Obviously, he's in his early 20s, So she had 2 kids with him. And then he ended up meeting a dark-skinned chick. What is
She's
her
not
name?
dark-skinned.
Rashida Nicole. Remember the whole
Not
Rashida
even
Nicole
close.
debacle? So he ended up leaving. Nikki, they had been separated, him and Nikki. You know, he started dating Rashida Nicole, popped out with her at the Super Bowl and everything, and Nikki went live saying, oh, he left me with the babies and all this stuff. And it was like, but she didn't want him anyway. She was still fucking with Floyd and a lot of other, you know, of her rich niggas. And she used to talk down on him when he was broke and stuff like that. We're talking about G-Lo, okay? He ended up meeting Rashida Nicole. Rashida Nicole already has a few kids and everything, and they hit it off quite fast to the point where Rashida Nicole and Nikki Baby started arguing back and forth. And I don't know if y'all remember all that, right? And so G-Lo said he wasn't going home. His dad built him a house beside there. So, and Nikki didn't want to move to that house either, right? Nikki was trying to keep him at the house that she bought. She didn't want to move near his family, but Rashida Nicole, you know, being the dark-skinned woman that she is,
She ain't not dark-skinned. What are you talking about?
You know, decided to cater to her man. I want to cater to you, and baby, this is your day.
This one don't come over
you
here.
know, not taking G-Lo from him, but G-Lo had no reason to go back and fuck on Nikki Baby, right? And Nikki Baby was, like I said, talking down on him. Well, things escalated. He ended up marrying her. Now, I knew the marriage was a motherfucking hoax. It's not a hoax. He actually married her when he exited the courtroom. And I was trying to figure out, I was like, why's she coming out of the court with stockings and booty shorts on? And he fucking let the door close on her, and she had to open the door for herself. They had just got married. They didn't walk out hand in hand. He's like, bitch, come on, let's go. And he done fucking closed the door on her, and she trying to walk real fast in her heels and everything. He done bought her a car.
Long story short, she's saying that Nikki Baby went back to him. Nikki Baby came into the comments and said, where do you come up with this stuff? Because this is all wrong. Tasha, I just don't even know. I mean, you calling the girl dark skin already shows me that I got to take what you say with a grain of salt because you don't even know your colors. So I just don't know, after taking such a big hit from the Cardi lawsuit, why you just talk about people so openly without any receipts. Like, we talk about people and then we press the receipts. Nikki Baby had to come in the comments like, what are you even talking about? And why do you say it with your whole chest? But anyway, it's a mess over here, but sometimes. Speaking of a mess, yesterday was the Jewish holiday Rosh Hashanah. If I only know because I had a third grade teacher, Jewish, Miss Greenberg. She hated me, I hated her, and she used to make us know the culture and talk about dreidels and, you know, little bat mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs and stuff like that. And she taught us about, you know, she ain't gonna teach us our history, which was more important. But anyway, she taught us about Rosh Hashanah. Nikki yesterday on her Twitter said, and I just think it's, if you're into the Israel versus Gaza current events, it's like people have to pick a side. So if you're saying happy Rosh Hashanah, it kind of looks like you picked that side. So the girl said happy Rosh Hashanah yesterday on her story. And she could have really just said nothing. Nobody says happy Labor Day, happy, you know, Roti Day. So I don't understand the dire need to shout them out. But she said that on her Twitter, her Instagram yesterday, and fans went crazy and, you know, calls her everything but a child of God. You know, I don't like Nikki, so it was fun to watch. But I don't know if it was a stretch. I haven't made up my mind. I just know that she could have went without because they don't shout out us. I've never seen nobody say happy Kwanzaa, nothing like that. So I don't know what our need is to, you know, bend the knee every holiday. But whatever, never cared for the girl anyway. I just be ranting. I forgot how we even got here. Let's go over to Neighborhood Talk. That's my favorite blog to get my information from because they just seem a little bit classier than the rest. Let's go to the Neighborhood and see what they got going on. Okay, so they're talking about the Metro Boomin trial. Like I said, some of these people be paid off, so you'll never, ever, ever see nothing about Cardi on this one. This is for sure Cardi proof paid off. I've seen so many big Cardi stories happen, and they were convenient sleeping. You know how like when JT used to be arguing on the internet, and you'd be like, "Where's Caresha?" And Caresha gonna come by 5 hours later, and be like, "Oh, I was asleep." That's the Neighborhood Talk when it comes to Cardi. We're gonna get to Caresha in a second. In the midst of the girls arguing yesterday, Nikki felt compelled to let us know that she has an album dropping in 6 months. What does that have to do with anything? Girl, drop a single or just let the girls fight.
This federal RICO.
Ray J plays too much, so I actually do not enjoy covering any stories about Ray J because he needs attention so bad that I just don't even think any of the things be serious. But I saw this one this morning. Ray J claims he's helping the feds build a RICO case against Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner that's going to be worse than Diddy. Let's see.
Photo on KK and Chris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop on Chris and Kim is about to be crazy.
What about this?
I'm talking about, I'm on the news every day, like, yeah. Meaning, like, I'm gonna say a lot of shit, but
Got a little bounce, you know, you walking, what should it be?
if anybody know Kim and cool with Kim, they need to tell her now. The rain is coming, the feds is coming.
I don't even know if he's joking, but you don't play about shit like that. But anyway, that's Ray J. He needs to be in the center of attention right now. That's why he keeps on going over to Kai's house playing with kids. He's a weirdo. That's Brandy's brother. I know she is so ashamed. All right, what else is going on? This was interesting. So y'all know April Jones. We know her initially for being the baby mother of Omarion. Then she went over and dated Taye Diggs for a second. And then she went and dated his own band member, Little Fizz. Well, she was on Carlos's couch yesterday and he asked her, did you love Fizz? Like, what was that about dating Omarion's band member? And this is what she had to say.
Love it, Fizz?
No, Fizz was not my type.
Okay.
Fizz was a great friend. Fizz was someone I felt safe with. But that was it. Yeah. And I'm so grateful for him. Literally, at that time, he was a great friend. So.
How did Omarion find out?
I think publicly, maybe not. Let me think before I speak. Mm-hmm.
You done?
I don't really remember. I don't know if I said something or maybe he's seen us. I know he saw us hanging out because we were on blogs together. Mm-hmm. So he saw us hanging out before the show ended up coming out, but he didn't say anything. It wasn't talked about. Like me and O weren't good. We didn't talk.
Y'all weren't on speaking terms.
No, we were not. Me and him were not good at that time.
Go.
So, yeah.
Go, baby.
And they weren't. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, it's interesting. I know what it could look like on the outside world, right? Because, these people grew up together and they were in a band together. But, like, people grow apart. And
did you fall in love with Fizz?
I think she's a tramp. Doesn't matter the distance of time that you were dating someone. You had his babies hanging out and having a romantic relationship with his band member. It's just not excusable. There's 8 billion people on earth. She's just a tramp. And she also had a little problem. I don't watch Black TV at all. So underwhelming. But I do know that she had a friend on one of those reality shows. It was like Monique or something like that. And she slept with that girl man too. The girl's a tramp. But anyway. But that's it for people that watch reality TV. A little tea for y'all. Papoose and the Airhead celebrate their 1-year anniversary. This is Clarissa's Instagram. Happy 1-year anniversary, Papoose. 365 days of love with you could tell when somebody never had a nigga before. I'm not reading that. Just let the girl enjoy her first boyfriend ever. And, not to be evil, but that first heartbreak is going to create such a legendary boxer. Not that she's not one now, but she's going to be able to start boxing niggas. Like the first crossover gender boxer when she gets that first heartbreak. Okay. A whore, if you will. She's a whore. Not Clarissa. I don't know. I hate Clarissa. She's just too eager. Anybody who's too eager for a man just annoys me. Like my man. The name of the game, no matter how in love you are, is just keep it cute, because men and all people feed off of weakness. And it's just, love. I just can't wait. I can't wait to see what she turns into. Because Papoose going back to Remy. Before any of us die, we're going to see Papoose and Remy back together. I just feel it. I don't know where I got it from. They're going to get back together. Maybe because they both went and got lookalikes of each other. That's the feeling I got. But all that sitting on people's couch and telling them y'all gonna have a baby in a year, that might happen. It's just gonna be you and that baby, because he going back to the shooter. All right, what else we got?
You still with Pap? Yeah, he upstairs.
Mind you, she didn't even read that because she can't read. She wanted to let y'all know that Pap was in the house. She is just so eager for this ugly boy. Look, you think she really read that on the screen?
Mm-hmm. He's upstairs.
Yo, my first ass nigga having girl. All right, what else is going on? I hate to have to get serious. It annoyed me. This is an 11-year-old boy from Michigan. He was expelled from school for a year after taking a gun away from a classmate. So the story goes, a classmate had a gun. He didn't know what the classmate was going to do with the gun, but he's good with guns. So he took the gun from the classmate, dismembered it, took it apart, and threw it in the garbage. He didn't tell anyone. So I guess the kid, thinking that a disservice was done with him, was like, hey, he took my gun from me. We don't even know what happened to the gun bringer, but the guy, the kid here that possibly, more than likely stopped the school shooting is the one that got expelled. Neighbors, this is while 11-year-old boy from Lansing, Michigan was expelled for a year after throwing away a classmate's gun at Dwight Rich's School of Arts. Back in May, his mom says her son spotted another student with a firearm. Using his hunting skills, disarmed it, took it away, tossed away the bullet so no one could get hurt. But the school officials found out. They accused him of possessing the gun, expelled him under a Michigan zero tolerance law. The district said that their investigation, which included video and witness statements, left no ambiguity, and so they claimed that this decision was necessary to keep students safe. McClurkin says her son never wanted to tell on the student who actually brought the gun because he knew firearms weren't supposed to be in the school and didn't want to implicate himself. She says instead of being treated like a hero, he's being punished like a criminal. Her son, a A/B student and athlete who's never been in trouble, is now stuck in a non-accredited online program while she struggles to find homeschooling for him, forcing her to cut back on work. A GoFundMe was launched calling the boy courageous, and out of compassion to protect his classmates, the mom says the school is setting him up for failure. Do they have a name for the GoFundMe? I would actually like nothing huge because, I got my own problems, but I would like to, everything counts. I would like to contribute to the boys' funds. White people stick together, no matter the situation. So I think we should all stick together. I don't have all the details, but I don't feel like she's lying. So I'm going to go look for the GoFundMe. I'm going to use the last name McClurkin, and I'm going to see when I find it, I'm going to post it on my my Twitter if y'all care of helping out your fellow blacks. All right, what else we got going on? That's what we do. You got to do, stick together like the rest of them, especially in the times like this. But anyway, I'm politicked out, but I do want to briefly tell y'all that Kamala wanted to let us know she originally had a gay man as her VP running mate, but she felt that America wouldn't accept the two. More than absolutely. We had an overqualified, I think the first candidate that served in all three branches of the law lose to a white, he has a new nickname. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, gave him a new nickname yesterday. It's so cute. He's Fat Satan. We're going to call Trump Fat Satan. Gavin Newsom, shout out to you for the new nickname. It's very simple, very adolescent, but sometimes the best insults are just very basic. Fat Satan. So we had Kamala, who served in all three branches of the law, lose to Fat Satan. So of course we wouldn't be able to handle a black woman president and a gay man VP. I mean, even though you lost anyway, the decision I understand and I fully accept. And they also cheated. You could have very may have won, but Elon, as he tells us time and time again, is very good at computers and manipulated the votes in Pennsylvania. He will not stop telling us that dementia be whooping his ass. All right, what else is going on? Bad Baby wants to be black so bad. She wants the full black experience. She wants the black men, the beatings, all the things that she thinks that comes with black love. So I don't feel bad for her. The other day she was telling us,
I swear on everything that I love. I am not dealing with this man no more ever again in my.
And today she's dealing with him again. We seen a video of her 3 days ago hanging on to the roof of a car, the hood of a car, while he reversed out the driveway, getting the full black love experience. That's what she thinks it is. So I enjoy those videos of her crying and being dragged by a car. And here we are. What's today? Wednesday? They're back together.
Heavy, I just broke my back.
They're back together, and I don't care. What else is going on? This is disheartening because this is a cop that's viral for like showing love to little black kids and going to the black neighborhoods and hugging them and showing them, you don't have to be scared of police, and you do. Oh, and you absolutely do. But, we love the individual heartfelt videos like, hey, so I joined the police force to show y'all there's good police out there. Are there? Is there? Really? Okay. His name is Tommy Norman, and he had to retire from law enforcement after being arrested for allegedly hitting his wife. Oh, big surprise. People in position of power usually abuse their power, and the ones that love them. So let's see the video of the cocksucker giving us a fake, heartfelt apology.
Today's a difficult day for me. After 27 years, I'm announcing my retirement from the North Little Rock Police Department.
Why?
I feel like that I did not let the community down. I feel like that.
Well, that's not accountable.
I did my part. I also feel that the badge did not instill love into me. I instilled love into the badge. I didn't always do it right. I made my mistakes, owned up to those mistakes. After what's transpired the last week in my personal life,
I don't hear nothing but excuses. Let me see something else.
This is a very difficult decision. It's a decision that I made on my own.
Okay, anyway, after 27 years, I'm announcing a retirement from the North Little Rock. We know that. Can we?
Y'all gotta eat y'all popcorn with
These
me.
are the videos I was telling y'all about. Hey, he takes videos and he strategically goes into the inner cities and shows the forgotten black kids and go, hey, you ain't got to be scared of cops. Why not? Because you beat black women up. You beat your wife. Why wouldn't you beat us up? If we're nobody to you and you could beat up the lady that sleeps next to you every night, I think I should take these bag of chips and run.
You need me to open it for you?
Performative.
Hold on.
This roast still work at 100?
Man, this stuff is so good. It's double cheese. Hold on. Now, do y'all know that police officers are your friends?
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, bitch, ho, bitch, please. So yeah, those people, they always gonna show you who they are. They always gonna show you who they are. Anyway, let's go to the ghetto. Down in the ghetto, they call it the shade room. I tell y'all all the time, I refuse to follow them, but when I need me a little ghetto mess, I do dabble with the ghetto here and there. All right, so yesterday we got I don't want to say leak because it's all public information. We all know that on October 3rd, there's going to be a sentencing for Sean Diddy Combs, right? So when they have sentencing, they have people with these letters to the judge. It's usually accredited people, family members, things like that give the judge like a character letter, if you will. Baby, Caresha gave this letter to the judge, and we all said, you know what? You were never the brightest. You were never, the smartest. But we didn't expect this. I did. So it starts off already with a joke all on its own. Dear Your Honor. The girl is unintentionally funny. Dear Your Honor, my name is Caresha Brownlee. I'm a mother, a daughter, and a sister. That's funny because so were all his victims, right? Cool. Let's keep it going. A hip-hop artist who has spent many years in the public eye. I want to be clear that I cannot speak on or defend anything that may have happened before I met Sean Combs. That already lets you know I already know he a piece of shit, but he was good to me, so I don't care who he almost killed. I do not condone any wrongdoing. I can only speak from my personal experience and the man I've come to know over the past 4 years. For 3 of those years, I was in a public relationship with Sean, and during that time, I witnessed and came to know a different person than the one often portrayed. Behind the scenes, he was loving, genuine, supportive, and always encouraging. He motivated me, believed in me, and helped me grow both personally and professionally. I'm writing this letter because I believe it's important for the court to know the side of Sean that isn't always seen or spoken about. The man who poured into others and gave opportunities, who led by example, and who loved deeply. He helped me shape both professionally and personally. He believed in me, pushed me to grow, and taught me how to be a better businesswoman. He helped me find balance between chasing my dreams and being present for my family because that's what he did. No matter how busy he was, he never missed holidays or special moments with his family. One of my most meaningful memories was when he took me to my first Met Gala. Okay, ma'am. It wasn't just about the event, it was about what it represented. Sean had always made it a priority to open the doors for Black people, to make sure we are seen, heard, and valued in spaces that were historically been excluded. That night reminded me that we belong in every room, at every table, and every conversation. I'm so sorry, I can't finish it. Bitch, hoe, girl, dear Your Honor. He took me to the Met Gala and he buys me bags. Y'all gotta free him because my last bag is from last season and I need to be up to date. And first of all, for the people who use Chat GPT, they're telling, because Auntie don't know how to use that thing, so I can't decipher if it is or isn't. But the younger humans that use it are saying that this is a Chat GPT written letter. I can neither confirm or deny because I don't know Chat EBT. But they telling me this wasn't even written by her. I don't know how they know. And it's such superficial reasons. Yeah. I know that he may have beat up on other bitches, but he took me to the Met Gala. And for that, free my nigga. JT. Caresha's always on the wrong side of history. And I don't expect nothing else from her. I don't expect nothing else from the girl. Embarrassing to say the least. Free her sponsor. She doesn't want to go back to work. I haven't seen a podcast from the girl. Didn't she win an award that he paid for her to win for podcast of the year that wasn't podcast of the year? Not a song, not a board game, not a podcast. The girl doesn't want to work. Free her sponsor, dear Your Honor. I'm gonna go ahead and lock my doors because there's a new YN in the street. The girl, the black doll that calls herself Asian doll, just had a baby. So I went ahead and I upped my security measures because with a mom like that, what can you expect? I'm really terrified. So I want to say congratulations, but I won't. Trixie said, did Caresha end the letter with period? I mean, everything was given period vibes. What else is going on? I love me some Ari. Not to say she makes sense or she's like a good person. I just like how unapologetic she is. She gonna call y'all poor. She gonna remind y'all that if y'all thought that she was funny looking, I like people that stand on it. I don't like apologists. I just don't. There's no room for that in this world. It does not stop the people from being delusional. But baby, when I say she loved her little ugly boyfriend, very, very sweet. His birthday was I think 2 days ago, the last day of Virgo season. He didn't quite make it to excellence. She posted this picture of them, which was really cool. That takes a lot of upper strength. I choose you over and over in every lifetime, for better or for worse. You make life worth living. That's why your birthday is so special. I love loving you. Happy birthday. Shout out to them. Okay. Because laying next to Michael Myers every night must be terrifying. And that could go either way. I ain't gonna have no friends. I promise you. And that's okay. What else we got going on? I don't know why y'all was so impressed with Chris Brown bringing up Summer Walker on stage, because I had to leave a tweet to remind y'all that even the slave masters dabbled here and there. And that's why we got a lot of mulattoes walking around, and a lot of Jeffersons. Thomas Jefferson contributed to a lot of mixed breeds. I'm not impressed with Chris Brown bringing up Summer Walker. And he probably washed his lips off right after that. That's why he deactivated his account, because I wasn't the only person that was not impressed with him bringing up a black girl on stage. We know you do not like us at all. Okay. Burn in hell. I had somebody, I might be going like that because that's my bro. I had somebody have a discourse with me. If you want to, my last post on my Instagram where I talk about Chris Brown being a colorist, I had a good friend of mine go back and forth with me in a friendly debate. And he asked, Dama, why are you like that? People cannot have their own preference. And I said, unfortunately, when your preference is rooted in anti-blackness, it's not a preference. It's brainwashing. And I cannot, stand by that. And him still having support from black women. I just don't get it. And then he countered with, people can't change. Y'all don't leave room for people to change. Y'all isolate them with one incident. And I just had to say, it's not one incident. Good morning, America, throwing the chairs. The restraining order, but from Carucci. Some people are not worth making excuses for, and some people are not worth saving. And that's how I feel about Christopher. I don't want to be Brown. Like, come on now. What else we got going on? I don't think I care about anything anymore. I think I'm ready to eat some soup and get ready for work. Yeah, I think we covered enough of the ghetto-ness that y'all call current events. Yeah, fuck everybody. So y'all got an hour and 45 minutes. Y'all really don't need nothing else. I will find something for the next episode. Shout out to everybody who stopped by for today's episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. You could have been anywhere in the world. You know how the saying goes. For anybody who missed the beginning of today's show, don't fret. It will be up on YouTube in the next 10 minutes. Now, when you go over to that new YouTube, I need y'all to tell me the timestamps of the things that you like so I can do my little advertisement to let people know what they're missing out when they don't come and stop at the I'm Not Impressed show. At 13 and 45 seconds, this was hilarious, girl, because, people got a limited attention span. So I like my little short clips that y'all give me the timestamps for. Other than that, it's Wednesday. I may or may not give y'all a show on Friday. I hate that the show has become a weekly show. I wanted it to be, 2, at least 3. But mama got to go to work. And mama be tired. So just check them. Just, peep over on my social media. I always will keep you debrief and let y'all know when the next show is. Other than that, enjoy the rest of y'all day. And please, it's imperative that y'all don't forget to go fuck yourselves. Until the next show. Peace out.